Welcome to ARC's Aphasia Matters Special Edition for July the 26th, 2024. So, our topic is aphasia, communication access, and the ADA. And this is an aphasia-friendly video. We do videos like this every single week. This is issue number 30. Don't miss an issue. Here we go. So today, you are going to learn about your rights as a person with aphasia, or perhaps for your loved one. You're going to learn how to advocate for yourself with businesses or the hospital or doctor's offices. And if you are a subscriber and you're getting this video through our email, you will get the link for the free printout to download to self-advocate. So let's get started with this week's Aphasia Matters video. So today our topic is the ADA, and we're going to talk specifically about how it relates to people with aphasia. So the ADA is an important law for people with disabilities because you have rights. And today is a special day because it's the ADA birthday, because the ADA was started on July the 26th, 1990. So we celebrate the ADA. So the ADA makes things fair. It helps make people get access where maybe before they had a struggle to get access. It helps you find help. So we often think of the ADA as something that might help people in a wheelchair to get a ramp built at a hospital. But did you know that the ADA also covers access to communication support? The ADA works to make life better for everyone with disabilities, including aphasia. So, the ADA says that offices or hospitals must communicate with people who have a communication disability. It may mean helping people with talking or understanding or help them access information. So here we're looking at a restaurant that is helping with a visual menu. So there are many tools that can offer assistance for access, or it might be using technology. For people with aphasia, that means that we need to bridge the communication challenges with the tools that work for you. But we all know that sometimes businesses don't even know what aphasia is. So you might have to help them as they learn. And we can all help advocate to help ourselves, and that helps others too. So here's an example from ARC that you can use. It's our awareness tool. It's called a talk tool, and it's on the Aphasia Recovery Connection website. We have many of these talk tools that offer visual support. So you can go to our website, click on resources, and then click on talk tools. We also have a free personalized aphasia card on the website. So sometimes the first step in self-advocacy is letting a business or an office or a hospital know that you have aphasia. Well, what is it? So on this aphasia awareness sheet that you can either print out or save on your phone, it offers about aphasia awareness with your name. How did you get aphasia? Most people have aphasia from a stroke or a brain injury, and Aphasia Recovery Connection was really founded on helping people that are recovering from sudden onset aphasia like a stroke. and how long you've had aphasia. And then these boxes say, I have a language condition called aphasia. Aphasia does not affect intelligence. I am still smart. It helps me if you speak slowly and use visuals. Please be patient with me. And aphasia can impact speaking, understanding, reading, and writing. So sometimes this is the first step, and it's the step that you need to make. We often expect them to know about aphasia. They often don't. And it's important that all of us raise aphasia awareness. So, since many people don't know what aphasia is, it is definitely important to let others know what you need and ask for your needs. So, everyone is different, so what works for one person might not work for another. So, you ask for your needs, and they should respect your needs. So, often it's important also that staff and workers, including those in medical settings, they need to learn how to communicate with people with aphasia. And often that means they need staff training so that they learn, and we need to teach them, and we need to help them improve. So, when workers know how to help, everyone can communicate better, and we can all work to make the world more accessible for all, not for some. So, some businesses may not realize that they should be doing some staff training with their workers. But in a while later in this video, we will show you how you can help advocate and teach businesses more about the ADA, because it is indeed often their responsibility to make sure that their staff and their workers know about communication access, just like they know that they often have to have a ramp. So many hospitals know we need a ramp for people with a physical disability. But the next question is do they know that their staff and their workers need to know about aphasia? Because communication access falls under the ADA, just like that ramp at the front of the hospital. So we all know that aphasia is a communication disability that makes it harder for people to speak, understand, read, or write. And the ADA says that we must help people with aphasia too. So that might mean being patient and giving you more time to communicate. It might mean that they need to use simple words and short sentences, or offering tools like a paper and a pen to write or draw, or using pictures to communicate, or a communication board, or allowing you to use a speech generating device, a calculator, whatever it is that you need as a person with aphasia. So we know that everyone, including people with aphasia, have rights under the Americans with Disabilities Act, or the ADA. But let's face it, you and I both know that many places don't know about aphasia. But the ADA law says that government offices, agencies, hospitals, and offices should help you communicate. They may not know about aphasia, but they should. So, next, we are going to share a helpful resource, because we know it's hard for you to ask what you need. So, we are asking you a big favor. We are asking you, ARC's Aphasia family to start to advocate for yourself and others, because our vision really is a brighter place for people with aphasia, a place where the world is accessible to all, not to some. So, are you ready to learn how you can advocate and get a free printable to learn more and share with others? So, let's look at a document that we created to help you with communication access in your own community. So, to review what we learned so far, we learned that the ADA law says it is within your rights to communicate effectively or as best as you can with some supports when you are in public places like government offices or in a hospital. And you can advocate for help. So you can advocate with businesses and government offices who should be helping. They should know about aphasia. So don't be afraid to ask for what you need. We need to help create change, not just for yourself, but for others. We can all do our part to raise aphasia awareness and communication access. Will you join in ARC's vision for a brighter future for people with aphasia? Will you begin to advocate for help? Help for yourself creates help for others who follow. But first, we need to remind you that what helps you might be different than what helps someone else, because no two people are alike. And this is where it gets challenging, because there is no one size solution that fits everybody. So, what are some ways that businesses can help people with aphasia? Well, some examples might be maybe they can write notes or keywords or draw or use large print materials. Maybe let you use electronic devices, or they can show you something on an iPad or give you visuals with drawing gestures. They can keep it simple. They can slow down. But it's important that you and your loved one know what helps you, because it really is your choice, because you know best. So you have to tell people or write down or have your speech therapist write down what works for you, because they should try to use the method that you prefer. It's your choice. For example, an office may learn from one person with aphasia that writing keywords really helps them. But if you are unable to read, that is not your choice. You need to communicate and advocate for what you need. So, as many of you know, my passion is helping people with aphasia, and I want to help make the world a better place. Can you help? So, I created a document called Advocating for Your Communication Needs, a guide for people with aphasia. You can download it, you can print it, you can share it with offices or with others. And this document includes a link to my ADA podcast about the ADA and aphasia that you can also listen to. It also includes a podcast and the transcript from the Department of Justice about communication access and the ADA. This is a powerful, powerful tool for you to self-advocate with. Because when you hand this to a doctor's office or with a hospital or a government agency, then they are now made aware of the fact that people with aphasia have the right to communication access. And it gives them links that their office or their staff can learn more about the ADA requirements for effective communication. So this will become a very important document to improve the quality of your life, because we know that when you have communication access, your life will indeed improve. So to have communication access, you have to know your rights. And when you stand up for what you need, you are helping the entire aphasia community create change. And based on ARC surveys and talking to hundreds of people with aphasia, we know that change is needed to make things better for everyone. And we hope that you'll join us in ARC's mission to create change. So, we're asking you to download and print this document about your communication rights. It's your next step in helping you better understand your rights. And when you share it, it helps others learn that people with aphasia have communication access rights under the Americans with Disabilities Act, a law in the United States of America. So that completes that. But next, let's talk a little bit about events. So in our newsletter, you'll be sure to check out any upcoming events, Zoom calls. We also have an upcoming webinar on neuroplasticity. So be sure to check the events in the newsletter. And now it's time to create an action plan for your week. So let's review together. What was the featured topic? We talked about the ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act. What was the resource? The resource was a document that I hope you're going to print and share with others as you self-advocate for your rights for communication access. In the newsletter, you can check out the events that we have coming up this week. And at the very top is your action plan. Why create an action plan for the week? Because creating an action plan helps you prioritize tasks, manage your time effectively, and stay focused on your goals. Having a plan reduces stress and increases your productivity by providing a clear roadmap for your days ahead. So, look at those days of the week. What day are you downloading the document? What day are you sharing the document with others? And who are you sharing with? So, I hope you are creating your action plan. So next, let's hear from David, my son. We are the co-founders of the Aphasia Recovery Connection, and he too had a stroke. It was his idea to start this nonprofit organization, and he often advocates for people with aphasia, and he knows the ADA. In fact, he has advocated at businesses like Costco and like hotels, and he lets them know about his rights. And I hope you'll let people know about your rights with our free download too. So here's David.
You and I know that aphasia is very frustrating, and we know it can be lonely and isolating. I believe no one should walk this journey alone.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of Aphasia Matters. You are part of ARC's Aphasia family, and we are cheering you on. Thanks for joining us. ARC envisions a brighter world for people with aphasia that is inclusive of all. You, my friend, are not alone on the road to recovery. Are you ready to get to work on that action plan? You can do this. ARC envisions. We know that aphasia can feel isolating, but remember, you're now part of ARC's Aphasia family. Together, we face challenges, we share emotions, and we build a supportive community. Keep moving forward, and we hope to see you online or in person soon. And did you know that our email subscribers get the printouts and the links? So, if you've not already subscribed, subscribe today. Visit our website and click subscribe. And while you're there, check out the other tabs. Remember the tabs under resources where you can get that talk tool, the paper about aphasia, or you can get your aphasia card. Or, of course, we'd be thrilled if you would make a donation with the yellow box. We'd love to see your name on our donor wall, as it truly takes a village to make an impact. Thanks for spending time with us today, and we'll see you next week.